This is not a case of the wealthy and the poor. Many impoverished people have an affluent attitude yet are financially disadvantaged due to circumstances. And there are a lot of trust fund kids with a negative outlook. Rich people are aware that amassing an abundance of resources is the initial objective. Then to quicken the process by using that surplus. Accelerate learning, accelerate a company. Develop the next generation more quickly. A person with a poor mindset immediately perceives an opportunity for consuming in a surplus. Rich people look for projects that will pay dividends long after the initial investment of time, money, and effort. Getting a flywheel going is the main goal of the rich mindset. Developing force. Establishing self-sustaining value-generating systems. Poor attitude is entirely focused on the immediate rewards. Hours for dollars. Resources that are invested but don't yield a return right away are wasted. Rich people are prepared to invest money even when there seems to be no immediate return. What's in it for me? Is the first thing a poor mindset considers. Why spend money when they're not even paying you to fly to that conference, pay for the hotel, and spend all the time? Rich mindset aims to establish connections with people based on mutual respect, trust, and liking. The affluent mindset encourages giving without expecting anything in return and cultivating relationships. People with poor mentality believe that, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. A wealthy mindset is aware that reputation is everything, that respect and trust must be acquired over time by bloody struggle, and that both may be lost in an instant. Poor attitude thinks it can get away with damaging its reputation in order to quickly make money. Rich attitude deals with reality with speed, humility, and practicality and is aware that the world isn't fair. It is aware that the world owes it nothing, that the universe doesn't care about it, and that the natural outcome of life is pain and death. Every success is improbable, and as such, it should be recognized as such. Poor attitude spends time griping about the injustice in the world and is overwhelmed by it. It waits for something to be given to it because it believes the world owes it something. Rich mindset understands that its reputation is everything, that trust and respect is earned slowly, through hard-fought, bloody effort, and that both can be lost in an instant. Poor mindset believes it can get away with compromising its reputation to make a quick buck. Rich mindset knows that the world isn't fair, and deals with reality swiftly, humbly, and practically. It knows the world owes it nothing, that the universe is indifferent to its existence, that the default for life is suffering and death. All successes are improbable and should be appreciated as such. Rich mindset responds with reality quickly, respectfully, and practically since they are aware that the world isn't fair. It is aware that the world owes it nothing, that the universe doesn't care about it, and that the natural outcome of life is pain and death. Since every success is unlikely, it is important to recognize it as such. People with a poor mindset spend their time griping about the unfairness of the world. It expects to be given something because it believes the world owes it something. People with a poor mindset spend their time griping about the unfairness of the world. It waits for something to be given to it because it believes the world owes it something. Rich attitude celebrates other people's accomplishments. It welcomes rivalry and frequently becomes friends with it. Poor mindset experiences resentment and jealousy over other people's achievements. It sees the world as a zero-sum game. Rich people recognize that they can never know everything and that everyone has something to teach them. Poor attitude convinces itself that it is infallible and that other viewpoints are incorrect before even hearing them. Rich mindset is aware that it cannot do everything and, even if it could, would add more value by concentrating on its core competencies. It understands that the ideal team is stronger than the individual members. Poor mindset convinces itself that it can accomplish anything if it tries hard enough. Rich people are competitive and understand that iron sharpens iron. Rich mindset purposefully leaves. When it recognizes that the prospective rewards of a pursuit are either beyond the reach of available resources or are not worth the discomfort of the work required, it plans to give up in advance. Pain and temporary agony make the poor mind give up.